Hello, everybody. This is Q. One of the items that came up in my trip to Carolinas was the customer support and how we can leverage technology for training purposes. Uh, I believe AI would be a great fit to help us to get better and more precise targeting by identifying and, and marking customer support reps' conversation and give it a numeric positive rating from 0 to 100. Um, Upon returning, I believe this is a good exercise for us to get our feet into, by us, I mean me, to get my feet into AI even more. So what I did was I created a prototype. I believe we can actually market this to other companies. Um, so one of the things that the system needs to get started, AI needs, is information, and it needs to know how to behave, and this is has to be dynamic, so we can train it, as the time goes on. So the system learns just like a child would. You have to prepare it, you have to teach it, you have to tell it what's good, what's bad, and then have them make decisions. And that's what artificial intelligence is. That's basically what it is. So what I did was I created this set of like a couple of hundred conversations, 375 statements, and I took them from the web. There's sets out there that are generic. So basically, thank you for calling. Our current prices for car starts at $50. We offer discounts. Blah blah blah. So I'm giving it that conversation. This could be something that a customer support uh, says on the phone, and I tell it it's positive. So we don't say, oh, this is a half positive, or this is either a good conversation or a bad conversation. So for each one of them, we're training the system. For example, why bother with prices? Just buy the tires. They're not that expensive. For example, that's a zero conversation. That's a zero rating. That's not a good conversation. So some of these are very juvenile, let's say, but it's just, just to get the system going. And along the way, if we expand this to other companies, everybody has their own culture, both regionally, by country, by region of the country, and also culturally within the company. So if we expand this out, we can have it, oh, this is acceptable here, but it's not acceptable there. Something that's acceptable in Los Angeles may not be acceptable in Wilmington, North Carolina, and vice versa. But I'm very being very general here, but most things are the same. But I'm talking about very specific sliver that might not be the same. You know, so the system can be trained based on your company culture and or your region. It all depends what are these training data sets are, and the more you give the system, the the better the resolution of the outcome is going to be. So having said that, so that this is the, I'm gonna send you the URL for this in the document. But if you want to pause it and write this down, this is the URL to get to here. This is going to be up for a while, so at least for another week or 10 days. I can leave it on for a lot longer if you need to. But so what's happening right now is we have trained the system by having a run through this multiple times. We had to run through it, I think, 10 times. So it read the same thing 10 times, and it's getting better at it. It's understanding more of the what the conversations are about and how they're good and bad. And every time it runs through it, it picks up more and more, and it trees out more and more information. So basically, you can read through this, and these are the sentiments, are positive or negative. One is positive, zero is negative. Now, what our part comes in, processing part, is the sentiment analysis. For example, I put up like six conversations that I wanted to analyze. Thank you for calling our company. How may I assist you? Blah blah blah. And it goes, we value your business. And so if I say this is a fixed text. It's always be there. It says it's 99.89% accurate, and it was really fast to tell us what. Now, next conversation. Why are you calling us? You can find that information on our website. Blah blah blah, and it goes on and it says this is not even in percent what we want. It's 1400th of a percent. Our tires are made of high quality. You can read these yourself, so you can analyze them. This is 99%. We don't have any discounts. Stop asking. Blah blah. And again under 1%. Welcome to our company. Our stuff like that. And the next one, we're not everybody can. Can't you just figure out your installation? And that's point. These are really far off. It's either that side or this side examples. But if I put something like this is a place that you can actually test it yourself. This is a box you can type in whatever the conversation you want and analyze in real time. So these we put in there as a canned responses just to get the ball rolling between us. But if I type in, for example, we're currently out of that size, and it says it's 21% accurate. So now, what happens to the system is what we can when we put a conversation in, we can cut it off and say, anything under 25%, I want it flagged. So this would be flagged. I mean, also this will be flagged. Anything under 25% will be flagged, and these conversation will not be flagged. For example, if I put another one in there, another conversation, I'm just going to build on it. We have been out of this size for a while now. I don't know why we can't get any. Can I offer you an alternative? So if I analyze this, it says it's 99% positive because it is, can I offer you an alternative? If I take that out, if the customer support rep doesn't say that, and I analyze again, it's down to 2%. That's basically what we're after. It's a sentiment analyzer rather than a text analyzer. What are we saying? Now, if I say I don't know why we don't get that, it's going to go higher because the negativity goes out. It says it's 99. We don't have it for a while. The person is not saying anything. The customer support rep actually is not saying anything negative, but we can train it so anytime that we say we don't have it, we've been out of this for a while or something like that, we can train it to be more negative. It all depends on our culture. We didn't teach it that. We didn't in the training set. We didn't teach it that. But we can put something like that in there, and that becomes more of a negative thing if it doesn't accompany with a positive note. Like, can I offer you? Like this one? If I just type in the rest of it, period, and can I offer you an alternative? And if I analyze that, it's 98%, positive. So you can play around with this and type whatever you like and analyze it and literally in real time. Like you can ask it a question or type whatever you think the customer support would say and hit the analyze, and it'll give you what it thinks with this data set, again, with this data set, what the sentiment value is. All right, this is basically the future. It's basically AI. Everybody is making it out to be a huge endeavor or whatever, and which it is. I'm not saying it's not, but what it is for us that have our parents. We saw our children grow. It's basically like that. We are instilling our values and what we think is right and wrong in our children, and then we set them out into the world. This is just like AI. I mean, what we did with our children is just like AI. Everybody's making out to be this huge, black box. It's not. What is different is we can, we raise our children over years and years and years, where you can do a training data set in minutes. So, but the thing is, the thinking, the analysis, and the artificial intelligence, the intelligence that we're building into it, is equipped to happen in minutes and hours, and we can change it. Whereas a child, you cannot change. But if you think of it like a child, how we raise our children, It's basically like that. I would love to get your feedbacks. For those that don't have my email, it's q@fartsystems.com. That's my email address, and I would love to get your feedbacks and see how you like it and what you think about it. But again, this is just a prototype. I would love to connect and take this a step further and do more in this arena. Thank you.